My name is Jetn and I'm a poet from the Marshall Islands. I am also director and co-founder of the nonprofit Jetn, which is a youth nonprofit based in the Marshall Islands, dedicated to empowering Marshallese youth to raise awareness on environmentalism and climate change. My work mostly extends and is mostly focused on using my poetry and my art to raise awareness on climate change, and then finding ways to inspire our young people to do the same at the local level. And the reason why climate change is so important to me is because Marshall Islands is feeling the impacts of climate change right now. The Marshall Islands is located in the northern Pacific region in an area known as Micronesia, and we are a completely flat island. We're made up of about 60 coral atolls, and we're completely flat. There are no mountains. We're only 2 meters above sea level. Some parts of the island are so thin that you can stand in the middle of the road and feel ocean spray on either side of you. And so we know what it means to be vulnerable to the impacts of climate change and the rising sea level. This is why sharing our work with the world, sharing our stories with the world is so important to us. As you move forward with your conference, I would like you all to consider the needs of low-lying atoll nations such as the Marshall Islands, such as Kiribati, Tuvalu, Maldives, and all of those on the front lines, all frontline and indigenous communities. We're doing our best to fight for climate change, to fight against climate change, and to raise awareness, but we need the collective efforts of everyone. I know for me that it's not just up to individuals, really, it's a systemic change that we need to be fighting for. And we also need to be pushing for 1.5 degrees Celsius. For those who aren't aware, 1.5 degrees Celsius for our islands is the difference between survival and going underwater. I realize that the 1.5 degrees Celsius, the 1.5 IPCC report that was just released shows some, some pretty serious impacts as well as challenges to meeting this goal, but that doesn't mean that we should stop pushing for it. I think that this should still be our ultimate goal. And I would just like to also just send a lot of love and warmth and support for you all as you do this work that is so important, that is integral to so many cultures' survival. And I think to close out, I'd like to share the story of the whale and the bird. There's a legend that we like to share with our children about the whale and the bird. A whale that taunts all the birds of the skies and says, "I'm bigger, I'm more powerful than you." And so what the birds do is all the birds come together and they take a drop out of the ocean. And all these tiny little birds come and take a drop out of the ocean until the whale is beached. And the moral of the story is that every drop counts, every drop matters, and that I believe that our faith in the movement, our faith in each other begins with a single drop. Smallness is a state of mind. And I hope that you bring this with you moving forward. Thank you again, Komortada, and good luck.
Dear Matafele Benu, you are a 7-month-old sunrise of gummy smiles. You are bald as an egg and bald as the Buddha. Your thighs that are thunder, shrieks that are lightning, so excited for bananas, hugs, and our morning walks along the lagoon. Dear Matafele Benu, I want to tell you about that lagoon, that lucid, sleepy lagoon lounging against the sunrise. Men say that one day, that lagoon will devour you. They say it will gnaw at the shoreline, chew at the roots of your breadfruit trees, gulp down rows of your seawalls, and crunch through your island's shattered bones. They say you, your daughter, and your granddaughter too, will wander rootless, with only a passport to call home. Dear Matafele Benu, don't cry. Mommy promises you, no one will come and devour you. No greedy whale of a company sharking through political seas, no backwater bullying of businesses with broken morals, no blindfolded bureaucracies gonna push this mother ocean over the edge. No one's drowning, baby. No one's moving. No one's losing their homeland. No one's gonna become a climate change refugee. Or should I say, no one else. To the Carteret Islanders of Papua New Guinea and to the Taro Islanders of Fiji, I take this moment to apologize to you. We are drawing the line here. Because baby, we are going to fight. Your mommy, daddy, boo-boo, dimma, your country, and your president too, we will all fight. And even though there are those hidden behind platinum titles who like to pretend that we don't exist, that the Marshall Islands, Tuvalu, Kiribati, Maldives, and Typhoon Haiyan in the Philippines, and floods of Pakistan, Algeria, and Colombia, and hurricanes, tidal waves, and earthquakes didn't exist, still, there are those who see us. Hands reaching out, fists raising up, banners unfurling, megaphones booming, and we are canoes blocking coal ships. We are the radiance of solar villages. We are the rich, clean soil of the farmer's past. We are petitions blooming from teenage fingertips. We are families biking, recycling, reusing, engineers dreaming, designing, building, artists painting, dancing, writing. We are spreading the word. And there are thousands out on the street, marching with signs, hand in hand, chanting for change now. They're marching for you, baby. They're marching for us. Because we deserve to do more than just survive. We deserve to thrive. Dear Mata Filipino, you are eyes heavy with drowsy weight. So just close those eyes, baby, and sleep in peace. Because we won't let you down. You'll see.